Hello YouTubers, this is Shaffy the Hedgehog speaking. Today I am going to be commenting on Supersonic 407's first commentary, which is of course, let me see here, well, about this, well, if only I could just get it.
Why are you looking for the video as you're recording? You're just wasting time here. Find the video you wish to commentate over before you record, so you have it up and ready for when you do.
Anyways, hold on, actually, it's on obsessive fangirl strikes. Okay, I noticed that you were doing something and assaulting the women.
This right here is the main reason why I chose this particular commentary. He thoroughly believes that because Ryan is doing a commentary on a girl, then he must disrespect all women. Well, we all know that's a crock of shit now, don't we? I mean, think about it, Joshua. Why would Ryan be friends with me if he disrespects women?
And I am going to show you, actually, I am going to show you by listening to your own commentary. I'm going to prove to you, and I'm going to prove to you that your commentary is very rude and disrespectful to other people that you are commenting on. And I'm about to play it right now.
Okay, you guys know the drill. I've got to splice in Ryan's commentary in order for you all to follow. I will say, though, that it's harder to really determine where Joshua's points fall in this one, because you really cannot hear the original video at all. At least with Roy's video, we could hear him enough to know where to edit because he's screaming and stuff. So I do apologize if his points aren't exactly where they're supposed to be. I'm just doing a rough estimate here.
Hello everybody, Supersonic 407 here, and for this video, I'm going to be doing something a little bit different.
By the way, that's a good introduction, by the way.
Do you mean that as a compliment or an insult? I honestly can't tell, and there's gotta be a reason why you even brought that up.
I'm going to be doing a commentary on a video. Half of the reason because I've been inspired by a lot of great commentators I've seen out there on the internet. Not to mention, I've ran into so many stupid people on the internet that I just had to get in on this. Now, to answer your question, no, I am not going to be commentating by using that supersonic ripoff avatar I always use. No. If I'm going to do a commentary, I'll need to use an avatar that really fits in the mood for these commentaries.
You know, you could have at least used that supersonic avatar, because it reflects you. Hello, Supersonic 407? Do you get the picture? It wouldn't make sense if you didn't use that avatar.
Did you not pay attention? He just said that he didn't want to use his recolored fan character. What's the problem with that? And just because he has Supersonic in his username doesn't mean he's restricted to only one avatar. I mean, hell, let's twist your logic the other way. Why are you using your fan character Shadvik the Hedgehog when your username has Joshua in it? Do you now see how empty of an argument that is? Speaking of avatars, I'm going to spare the audience from having to look at your sprite a second time and assign you a new avatar throughout the rest of my commentary. I hope my fans will get a little chuckle out of this one, since they should know how I feel about this character.
But instead, you used this avatar, which I'm about to play now.
So my avatar choice would be Yami Merrick.
Okay, point to the fact. Why did you use Yami Merrick as your avatar?
Because he likes the character, he has great facial expressions, and it's an avatar we really don't see that often in commentaries. I mean, it's practically the same reason why I chose Shadow Link for mine.
This is kind of makes it. Are you somewhat evil?
I wish he was kidding here, but he's actually serious.
Because if you are, then I must warn you. If you're trying to put someone's mind in the Shadow Realm, I can understand that.
Fuck the Shadow Realm! Dark World for the win!
Well, actually, I would understand that, and I would try to stop you. In fact, I stop evil all the time. If you use that avatar, I'm starting to think that you're evil and I have to put a stop to your evil plan or charade or whatever you're planning.
I think you're under the impression that everyone who uses an avatar when they make videos, especially commentary videos, has to assume that character's identity, and most, if not all of the time, that is not the case. Just because Ryan is using Yami Merrick as his commentary avatar does not mean that he's going to pretend to be Yami Merrick and send everyone to the Shadow Realm. So, you pretending to be your avatar just makes you look like a complete fool compared to him. It also makes you look like you've lost your grasp on reality.
Hold on. What? Okay. Moms.
And once again, we have seconds of pointless video. It does not take long to learn some basic video editing skills. You doing this all in one take and including everything that your mic picks up makes you look really, really lazy.
Okay, now before I begin this commentary, let me just tell you this. Fangirls. We know how they're like, right? You know, the kind of girls that scream to the top of their lungs every time they see a really cute pop star walking down the road.
Well, you know, there are a lot of girls that do that whenever they see a fanboy.
I think you're getting your words mixed up here, because fanboy does not mean how you're using it. I mean, the day that girls squeal with glee over fanboys is the day that the sun shines in hell.
Or was it something like that? Whatever I'm saying. But, you know, you don't have to point out the fact. If I had any fangirls, I would actually
English, motherfucker, do you speak it?
You have got to stop setting me up for that clip.
say, oh, thank you. I'd be a gentleman. I'd be a gentleman, you know, without being rude and disrespectful to them.
You with a woman? You can't even catch a ball! Oh, what's the matter? Gonna cry again? Cry, cry. That's the only thing you're good for.
Sorry, I couldn't resist making another Final Fantasy X reference at his expense.
You know, that's one thing you should work on. Being a gentleman.
I find it funny how you're telling Ryan that he needs to be a gentleman when you lashed out at me after seeing my commentary. Even when I tried to give you some sound advice on how to improve, you still threw a temper tantrum at me. You even resorted to throwing 5-year-old insults at me, which was fucking hilarious. You know, you should really practice what you preach, sir, so you don't come off as a big hypocrite. Also, do I need to remind you of what you said to Ryan in the video prior to this commentary?
Did your mother ever teach you not to play with your food or talk with your mouth full? I mean, seriously, it sounds like you had someone's private part inside your mouth. It's like, you know, if you're gonna talk, just get whatever it is out of your mouth and cough off a hairball or something.
Oh yes, you're a real gentleman, alright.
Or if they see him on the internet or on television. In this video, we're about to meet one of those many fangirls, and she just happens to be a huge fan of Justin Bieber.
And Justin Bieber, I barely even know who that guy is.
It's Bieber, not Beaver. There are 2 B's in his name.
Okay, and when you want to know why I'm bringing that up, it's mostly because it's mostly what you were bringing up, what she was bringing up. If you're trying to say there's something wrong with Justin Bieber, I did get his name right? Then you probably need to have a little checkup.
Why are you trying to defend a celebrity that you just admitted you don't even know? I'm under the impression that you're disagreeing with Ryan just for the sake of disagreeing with him, not because you actually have a valid point to bring up. And besides, if Ryan doesn't like Justin Bieber, that's his opinion, and he's entitled to it.
And you're going to point out, I bet, what I'm talking about. I don't know what I'm talking about, okay? And you're going to even say, why am I even bringing it up? I don't know why I'm bringing it up.
If you don't know why you're bringing something up, do one of two things. Either stop what you're doing, think about what it is you want to say, and then return to recording later, or you can just stop talking altogether.
She cannot stand all of these people not liking Justin Bieber, that she just has to make a video regarding all of those haters.
Well, she really does. Well, if a fangirl will do anything to defend someone who doesn't like her, it's called caring about someone. Hello, I would even care about my own mother if she was being teased and stuff. I would tell him to stop teasing my mother. Wouldn't you have another family member if your family member was teased, or maybe someone that you liked was being teased, like a friend, or maybe a girl? Explain yourself that.
There's a difference between caring about someone and being obsessed with someone. Caring about someone means you genuinely want what is best for that person. Obsessing over someone means that you let that love and care for that person take over your life. And if not careful, it can sometimes lead to bad situations due to your actions because of that obsession. This girl is so obsessed with Justin Bieber that she literally made an ass of herself trying to defend him and bringing up no good reason why anyone should like him.
So, without further ado, let's just get right into the video.
Everybody who hates Justin Bieber, stop.
Okay, I can already tell that this is not going to be a very impressive video because, for one thing, your video is out of sync. If you're a decent editor, you could have at least tried to put some effort into making the audio more in sync with the video. It's not that hard.
Well, it's not very easy. I could sometimes maybe you might have that trouble yourself if you were recording yourself. In fact, when I was Skyping a friend of mine, his voice was out of sync. It's not very simple as that. And even my voice was kind of out of sync when I was talking to her, because whenever I heard my own voice, this usually means that it was out of sync. So why are you even pointing out it's out of sync?
We're not talking about Skype calls, honey. We're talking about video recording. If audio lags behind a video, it's noticeable and people are going to get irritated. And don't say that it's hard to fix, because it's not. When I began my Let's Play of Sonic and the Secret Rings, the audio in Part 1 lagged when I uploaded it, and people told me about it. All I had to do was re-import my footage into Movie Maker, export it again, and bada bing bada boom, problem solved. So you can fix lag issues. This girl was just really lazy to make that extra effort.
Lay off, because he is so amazing. And he doesn't care if you hate him.
And right when you said that, that's when you pretty much destroyed the point in making your little rant.
She wasn't trying to make a little rant.
I don't know about you guys, but to me, it sounded like she was ranting in this video.
She was pointing out the fact that not caring, I think he was trying to be high tolerance. He's trying to ignore everything.
And that's exactly the point that Ryan is making. If Justin Bieber honestly does not care if people like him or not, then why is this girl going out of her way to defend him as if it does bother him? Pay attention!
You know, it's kind of like me. I'm ignoring everything, everyone. I'm not even bothered. People seem to be not seem to be subscribing or anything, mostly.
Yeah, you keep telling yourself that. Actions speak louder than words, kiddo.
I mean, come on, think about it for a second. If Justin Bieber doesn't care if people hate him, then why are you going through all the trouble in making this video just to defend him? It makes no sense.
Because she loves him with all her heart.
Yeah, you guys heard me the first time. Not gonna repeat myself here.
You know, you would do the same thing to your girlfriend too, or maybe a fan, or maybe another girl star, whatever.
Because he is just so above that It just doesn't matter to him. Okay? And he's not gay at all. So just stop calling him that, because he's not. I mean, it's not... I mean, if he was gay, then go ahead, call him gay, because he would be, but he's not, so... Don't.
Okay, from the way I see it, there are two ways people can call someone gay. They could call him gay because he's literally gay, or they call him gay because he sucks in a way.
Okay, pointing out gay. Do you even know what the term gay means? It means someone who is in love with the same gender. And if you have a problem with that definition, well, tough luck.
Technically, there are two definitions of the word gay, but we can pretty much assume three. Definition number 1, synonymous with the word happy. Definition number 2, being attracted to someone of the same gender. And now we have the unofficial definition number 3, synonymous with the word stupid. Kids and teenagers often twist words around and give them whole new meanings, even turning it into an insult. Now, I'll agree with you on the fact that saying that something is gay when they mean to say something sucks is really stupid, but what can you do?
One more thing. Well, actually, I'm pretty much running out of time. Anyways, I'm gonna have to put this down. This is Shafik the Hedgehog, signing off.
Just so you guys know, I'm going to do like last time and skip his introduction for every part, since he repeats his intro over and over again. By the way, this part of his commentary is about 5 minutes long. I'm going to assume that he basically recorded everything in one take and just uploaded everything right afterwards. This is mostly why his commentary is 6 parts long.
My guess is all these haters call Justin Bieber gay because he sucks.
If you know, then that means that most people don't know the term gay. They're gonna have to look it up in a dictionary or something.
And in a way, that's a form of someone's opinion. And just by telling people to stop calling him that, that's just showing that you're really not letting anyone show their opinion towards the guy.
No, she's actually trying to protect her. It's like a rumor. A rumor can pierce like a sword, but the tongue of the wise can heal naturally. She's tried saying nice things about him instead of being rude and disrespectful to him. Though she did forget the fact that he doesn't care, but, which of course, you may be right on that one.
So you began to refute him, and now you're flip-flopping and saying he's right. Well, which is it? Do you agree with Ryan or not?
I'm also surprised that you don't even know if he's gay or not. I mean, you're a Justin Bieber fan. Shouldn't you know this stuff?
Well, she may be a Justin Bieber fan doesn't mean she knows everything. Some fans don't know almost everything about him. I didn't know anything about Sonic very much until I had to learn about him. It's called learning experience. You learn from your fans. You know more about them. That's the one thing. That's the one thing that you should really discuss about.
You guys remember XX Relina 3, that girl that kept bitching about Kingdom Hearts and how it ruined Final Fantasy? Yeah, she claimed to be a fan of both of those series, and yet she didn't know a lot of facts about either of them. So, I tip my hat to you, Joshua. This actually is a good point that you bring up. It's just too bad that it's the only good point you have.
And he has such amazing hair.
Okay, so I guess she's not the only one who likes to use hair as an excuse to defend something.
I think I know what you're thinking. Looks can be deceiving. True, but sometimes they're not. You just have to make sure, you have to take a look at the personality.
No, that's not what he's saying at all. If you would actually wait a couple of seconds before trying to make your point, you'd actually see what he was getting at.
Okay, maybe I'm just pointing out that you do leave a good point. So, yeah, continuing.
Just look at that long ponytail. Now we're talking.
See what I mean?
Okay, you bring up this kind of comment. Actually, most people are, most men are like, look at that girl, she is so hot, I like her hair, I like her makeup, blah 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 blah. It's supposed to be how do they call it? You call this girl a chick magnet, which makes sense because he is attracting a lot of men. And continuing, I only got 1 minute till my bedtime.
First off, he's making a joke here by referencing Guptil89's top 10 hottest Sonic females list. That line that Guptil said was unintentionally funny, and that's why he used it when she talked about hair. Secondly, I think you mean to say that by saying that a girl has nice hair, makeup, etc., it's a compliment. And lastly, chick magnets refer to people or things that attract girls. The way you said it, you're saying that if a girl is a chick magnet, then she is attracting other girls, not men.
It just flows in his face perfectly. Everything about him is perfect. Also, he has such good music, and he's like so successful at such a young age. I mean, imagine when he's 20. He's only 16 right now. He just turned 16 March 1st. Imagine when he's 20, he's going to be like the biggest star ever. If he's so successful now, imagine him, yeah, seriously, in 4 years, he'll be crazy successful, and he'll still be so young.
Oh, by the way, I'm going to point this out. Tonight that I'm recording this is September 30th, 2010.
And this is important because...
So, and now it's my bedtime. For crying out loud. Come on! Anyways, now it's my bedtime. So I guess I'm going to have to stop this from right here, right now. I'll start commenting on you later, Supersonic407. Anyways, this is Shafik the Hedgehog signing off for tomorrow.
Do you really know if he's gonna get popular, or are you just assuming that because you're just obsessed with him?
Well, he seems to be kind of popular. After all, there's one fangirl, so and there might be other fans out there. Some will like him, some of them don't. Why even pointing this out in the first place, anyways?
Since you apparently suffer from short-term memory loss, I'm going to remind you of what you said earlier on in your commentary.
If you're trying to say there's something wrong with Justin Bieber, then you probably need to have a little checkup.
And now you're saying that it's okay that some people don't like Justin Bieber? You're contradicting yourself here.
You don't know if he's gonna get popular or if he's gonna get bad.
Okay, so maybe he might get popular, maybe he might get bad. Well, that's life. If he loses his fame, then he loses his money and fortune and pretty much everything. Pretty much everything that he has. He might even lose his life.
Tell that to the Justin Bieber fangirl.
For that, I guess only time will tell within the next 4 years.
That you did this 3 months ago, I presume? 3 months ago, that was it? So, you're saying that everyone will know in about, let's see here, that was 3 months ago, so 2014. kind of a little bit lame if you ask me.
Let him finish what he's saying so that you don't waste time saying something completely pointless.
Although, probably before that, we'll all be dead due to that 2012 prophecy. You ever had the chance to think about that?
I don't believe in that 2012 prophecy at all. I think it's supposed to be some sort of scam just to make us all feel sad, waiting for the end of the world. Only God decides the end of the world, not prophecy. And any prophecy, only God makes the prophecy. It's a little too confusing, but I hope you know what I'm talking about.
Not quite. The whole 2012 scare stems from the fact that the ancient Mayan calendar just so happens to end on 2012. So people are taking this as, oh my god, it's the end of the world! And they try to find all other kinds of so-called prophetic clues to support this theory. Yes, it's overreacting, but that's essentially where it came from. Also, if you actually read the annotation that Ryan put on his video, he stated that this point was also not to be taken seriously.
Okay, let's suspend reality here. Probably the time where Justin Bieber's career plummets is the day when Justin Bieber's voice cracks.
Okay. That is true. My voice started cracking, if you noticed. I used to be a great singer, and then my voice started cracking. And that may get rid of my fame, but I always keep trying, actually. If you keep singing, then sooner or later, those cracks will be filled.
I sincerely apologize for what you all are about to hear, but I'm throwing it in here to prove him wrong yet again. Joshua, you were a great singer? I don't know.
In this world where life is strong.
And I'm going to leave it at that.
I mean, think about it for a second. Say Justin Bieber's on tour, right? And he's singing in one of his concerts, "Baby, baby, baby, oh, baby."
Okay, the way you sound like now, it sounds like you're monumentally retarded. And I'm really serious. Stop being so stupid.
He over-exaggerated like that on purpose. He meant to sound that stupid. He did that to make us laugh at the idea of Justin Bieber's voice cracking during a concert. All for comedy.
In fact, even the picture that I'm looking at right now makes me want to say, oh my gosh, that you are a monster. Seriously. Hideous!
You do realize Yami Merrick isn't real, right?
Yeah, that's not gonna end well for our good old Justin Bieber.
Well, I hate to admit it, but I kind of agree. But you shouldn't really be bringing that up. Really, it's pretty obvious. Well, maybe not, but you know what? I don't know why I'm bringing this up. I'm not sure why I'm bringing this up. I think I may have forgotten, or maybe so. Anyways, resuming.
Take some notes and write a script. There is more to making a commentary than simply talking over a video. People keep telling you this over and over again. When are you going to listen?
And all the people who hate him, like the girls who hate him, are either attention whores or lesbians or fat and ugly.
Really? You're gonna go ahead and just call everybody fat, ugly, lesbian attention whores? Really like the immaturity right there. Yeah, I just got like a few things to say to this. First of all, what gives you the right to call all of those people attention whores when you're becoming an even bigger attention whore just by acting all tough in this video?
You know, I hate to break this up to you, but there is this thing called democracy. You know, we rule by the people. You should know that. You should learn this in high school, for crying out loud. Also, the way you're bringing this up, saying she has no right, meaning that you're bringing up dictatorship. That's right. Dictatorship, where the government rules.
Listen to what Ryan is saying here. He is not saying that she doesn't have the right to speak. What he's saying is that this girl is saying that people who don't like Justin Bieber are voicing their opinions for the sole purpose of getting attention. But here she is doing the exact same thing in her video. He's pointing out that what she is saying and doing is hypocritical. That would be like me saying every Final Fantasy game is a flawless masterpiece and I love every single one of them, even though I have made it known before that my least favorite entry in the series is Final Fantasy X. If I had done that, that would have made me a hypocrite, and I would expect someone to call me out on it.
Everything. Which is why we Americans were the one who started democracy.
No, the whole democracy philosophy stems as far back as ancient Greece.
So that way, people would decide. Sorry. Anyways, continuing.
Aren't you the one who was ordering Ryan to continue working on his Sprite series, even though he had no motivation to do it anymore? I mean, you were going so far as to saying, "Continue the series or else I will beat you down because that's what God would want." I mean, by your definition, you sounded like a little dictator yourself. And you're getting on Ryan's case for this?
Second of all, how would you know if these people were fat, ugly lesbians?
Well, that depends. It depends on whoever she saw, whatever. No, I don't think this is a very good thing to point out. So, and anyways, just don't comment on this one, you.
Well, sorry, but I'm gonna comment here. If you have nothing to say here, then why are you talking in the first place? If you can't think of a counterpoint, then move on with the video until you do find somewhere where you can come up with a counterpoint.
Do you know anybody who's fat, ugly, and a lesbian, and actually hates Justin Bieber?
Are you pointing this out to her? Because it sounds like you are. Calling her fat and a lesbian whore and ugly, you know? What is with you? That's very rude to call a woman that. In fact, if you called my mom that, she would beat your bottom down to the floor, pummeled. You wouldn't be able to get up. She's handled dogs before. You know how strong dogs are?
God damn it, listen to who is saying what. She is the one who said that girls who do not like Justin Bieber are fat, ugly, lesbian, attention whores. She is the one who is saying those offensive things. Ryan is the one who is pointing out what is wrong with what she said. Go back, listen carefully, and fucking pay attention.
And one last thing, I'm sorry for being harsh about this, but what if your mother didn't like Justin Bieber?
Well, it's not exactly too harsh, but really, if her mother didn't like Justin Bieber, then, well, that's her right. That's her right. So you shouldn't be even commenting like that.
Does that automatically make her a fat, ugly lesbian who's begging for attention?
Okay, now I really understand what you're trying to say. No. She wouldn't call her mother a fat, ugly lesbian. Neither would I. Seriously. What is with you? Why are you bringing this stuff up?
According to this girl's logic, every girl who does not like Justin Bieber is a fat, ugly, lesbian attention whore. So if her own mother did not like Justin Bieber, then she too falls into this category. That is why Ryan is bringing up this point, to further prove how flawed and dumb that argument really is.
Because there's just Oh, it's annoying. How could you hate him? He's so amazing. I just don't get it. Also, my friend used to hate him, but then one day she woke up and realized that he was amazing and stopped hating him.
Okay, so she didn't like Justin Bieber, and now she likes him. That is not a good enough excuse to make everybody else change their opinions towards Justin Bieber, too.
Okay, I hate to admit it, but I agree with you right there, Supersonic 47. Even though there was kind of a little bit, you know, sometimes friends have to agree with their friends. You know, I think that's why I started liking him. It's mostly because she likes Justin Bieber. So what are you gonna do?
I mean, come on. You can't just expect to tell a story about a friend who didn't like Justin Bieber and then liked him, hoping that everybody else will do the exact same thing. It doesn't work like that. I've been noticing this throughout the whole video. If you want these people to actually change their opinions towards Justin Bieber, you've got to think of better reasons why.
Well, she has no time to think.
You did not just say something that stupid.
You should really think about that. And boy, I'm running low on time, so I'm gonna make this quick. Continuing.
You can't just say stuff like he has cool hair, or his looks, or his music. No, it doesn't work like that. No, it just doesn't.
Okay, I'm gonna have to agree on you right there, and I'm gonna have to stop this. So, anyways, this is Traffic the Hedgehog, signing off for now.
Like, now she is obsessed, like all of us. The rest of the normal female population.
Okay, so let me get this straight. You're saying that the normal female population consists of the following. Girls wasting their money on posters about a certain individual, like Justin Bieber, hanging them on their bedroom walls until it's completely covered, probably making out with them if they wanted to, going to a music store, buying their music, and then singing horribly to them 24/7, having a screaming orgasm every time he sees that certain individual on the computer or on television, or going to sleep and dreaming about that certain individual every single night.
You know, that little British accent of yours, it needs a little work. And by the way, I should really know, my mom came from Britain. You know, I have some genes that's British, but I was born in America, so I have the blood of the Americans. Really need to really work on that.
If your mom is from England, then you technically have English blood in your veins. You know, just because you were born in America doesn't mean that you have American blood in you. Actually, the only way that could really work is if you could trace your family back to the Native Americans.
Oh, that definitely sounds like our normal female population, doesn't it?
Sounding like the normal female population. Well, why even bring this up?
He's being sarcastic here, not remotely serious.
Female population, it doesn't matter about female population, it's the population of the humans, which includes the males and females. I have nothing else to say, I'm sorry. Don't comment on this. And continuing.
Okay, this is the second time I heard you say don't comment on this, and I'm sorry, but I'm going to comment here. What you just brought up was pointless. It contributed absolutely nothing to the commentary. You know how you keep asking Ryan, why are you bringing this up? We should be asking you that for a lot of your points that you're trying to bring up.
Another thing is, it's just one of his songs to prove that he's amazing.
Okay, I'm just gonna go ahead and cut this part of the video because for the next 35 seconds, she's gonna be showing us one of Justin Bieber's music videos through her iPhone, but we can't see crap because the screen's too bright. So just to save you some time, I'll just cut it to where she stopped watching it.
Okay, I would kind of do that too, but it's best to even just to listen than to just skip all this. If everyone, besides, I never even listened to Justin Bieber songs. Maybe nobody else has either.
Considering how popular Justin Bieber is, I highly doubt that.
So what? So maybe you shouldn't really have done that.
Oh, how bitch! How in the video she like pushes him away. Like, how could you do that? I just don't get it. Like, why would anyone break up with him?
Okay, when I first saw this part of the video, I was mighty confused, so kill me to do it, but I had to watch the music video myself. And apparently in the video, there's this one girl that Justin Bieber was flirting with, and she kept rejecting him. Now, you do realize that everything that happened in that video was not real, right? She wasn't really rejecting Justin Bieber. She's an actress. It's all about acting. It's not real. And I should know, I've been an actor for many years. You obviously don't know what acting is when you see it, especially if Justin Bieber's in it.
Okay. What if this was for real? And what if this happened to you? Think about that. Just think about that.
So what? It happens to everyone at some point. That's life. If someone rejects you, would you go sit in the corner and cry like a little bitch? Or would you get over it and move on to find someone who will accept you? Now, you wouldn't know this since you're not a girl, but trust me, if a guy keeps pestering you and trying to flirt with you when you don't feel the same way, it gets annoying. That's why they acted the way they did in that music video, because it's reflecting real life.
I mean, if I was going out with him, I would never break up with him. Like, I wish he would make me one less lonely girl.
Ugh, really didn't like it how she said that.
Hey, your commenting like that is really, really rude. Someone needs a little bit of love. She thinks she needs a little bit of love. So why are we even pointing out that fact? Doesn't even make any sense.
Maybe it's because she desperately wants only Justin Bieber, someone she will never meet or have as a boyfriend. I'm sorry if you don't like how that sounds, but that's reality for you.
Yeah, and he really doesn't care if you hate him.
Again, I ask, if Justin Bieber doesn't care, then why are you going through the trouble of defending him?
And again, I just told you, because she loves him.
And again, you missed the point.
Again, makes no sense.
Well, that's the end of part 1.
Took you long enough. I mean, my God, my commentary on you is going to end up being shorter than your commentary.
Next time, next time I'm going to be doing part 2. Actually, I'll be doing part 2 eventually. Very eventually. You know what I mean by eventually. It's hard for me to explain.
We know what eventually means. No need to stress out over this.
Anyways, this is Shavik the Hedgehog, signing off for now.
So, there's really no point. He states it in his song. Hear that? All the haters, I swear they look so small from up here because we're bigger. See, he doesn't care if you hate him. All the haters, they're small. Small compared to Justin Bieber's huge. Not huge as in fat, but like huge as in like this big icon.
And you're saying you're not small? Listen to yourself. This is just like when you called everybody fat, ugly, lesbian, attention whores. What gives you the right to call everybody smaller than Justin Bieber when you yourself are just as small as the rest of them? Seriously.
Newsflash, you're also small. In fact, everybody in this entire world is small. I'm small.
That's what he said. You have this nasty habit of repeating what he's saying and trying to use it as a counterpoint. This can easily be resolved by, you guessed it, paying attention.
And God is huge.
Oh, you're not gonna go there, are you? You're seriously going to pointlessly drag religion into this? Why?
You couldn't even see him. He could fit the whole universe in his hand. And I just lost what I was going to say, but I'm still going to continue.
Nope, not gonna say it. Said it too many times already.
In that category, you have no right to talk.
Excuse me, she does have the right to talk. You see, you remember one of the, I think it was something from the Declaration of Independence, I think, probably.
Wrong. The Declaration of Independence was the document in which we declared our separation, our independence from British rule. I mean, that's pretty easy to figure out.
Quoting, you have the right to remain silent. Which is true, you have the right to remain silent, but she does not want to be silent. But that's usually, you hear that from a bunch of cops, but it's usually added with, if you give up this right, can or will be held against you in the court of law.
You're getting your U.S. documents mixed up here. What you're describing here are the Miranda rights, and as you said, these are the rights that people under arrest have. Now, what I think you're trying to say is that she has the freedom of speech. That's stated in a completely different document. That's in the Bill of Rights, which is part of the U.S. Constitution.
Which is usually that means they're getting straight to the bunker, the big house. Yeah, that's it.
I mean, he's only 16 and so successful. That's amazing.
Age does not mean anything when you're trying to make people change their minds about Justin Bieber.
I beg to differ. I think I was able to achieve something. You know what? I don't know why I'm just bringing this up. Thanks, man. I think you better not be commenting on my commentary, okay? Continuing.
A little late to bring that up, don't you think? And yeah, I'm calling shenanigans here. You wanted to try to argue against Ryan's point, began to chalk up either an excuse or a lie for all we know, but then you went, oh shit, I have nothing to say. You better not call me out. How dare you if you call me out? You know, we can read you like an open book. I mean, this just further proves my point. You're disagreeing with him for the sake of disagreeing with him.
Again, you need to think of better reasons.
Oh, sorry about that. I just paused.
And how are we supposed to know that? No one could hear the video that you were commentating on, so how are we supposed to know if you paused or not?
I paused a little bit and then got back to reality. A reason. I don't think she needs a reason. And from the looks of it, I think she actually has a reason, and she's pointing it out right now. I know. I think I just messed up on that. Don't comment on that.
Oh, here we go again. You cannot tell people to not comment if you're messing up. Otherwise, how are you going to improve if you're just going to make the same mistakes over and over?
I'll show you. How could you love those big brown eyes? Look at that.
Are you kidding me? You think that just putting up posters right in front of your camera is actually gonna do anything? Oh my god. Now you're just making yourself look like a douche. I laugh at stupidity.
Okay, now that was not very polite. In fact, you're laughing at her own opinion that she thinks that. What was his name again? I forgot.
You forgot?
Justin Bieber, that's it. He's very popular. Or something like that. And did I just say that? Well, just think about this. Would you put up posters on something like that? Well, or maybe your girlfriend. Yeah, that's what I meant to say. Sorry.
Take a guess at what he's going to say next. Go on, take a guess.
Don't comment on that.
Ta-da! Congratulations, you're a winner!
Ryan brings up a good point here. Waving a poster in front of the camera and squealing, "How can you not love those big brown eyes?" is not going to convince someone to suddenly like Justin Bieber. It didn't work on Ryan. It didn't work on me. It didn't work on anyone else who made a commentary on this girl. I'm pretty sure it didn't work on you. It didn't work on anyone. And the fact that she tries so hard to use her posters to convince us was just plain funny because we know it's not going to work.
I swear, if her squealing gets any louder, I think I might end up blowing an eardrum.
A girl's supposed to squeal like that. She actually kind of thinks of him as cute. If there was a girl that considered me cute, I would actually kind of feel embarrassed. What if she thought you were cute? Would you be embarrassed?
Girls can think that guys are cute without having to resort to pig squealing. This girl's squealing is not charming, it's not cute, it's fucking annoying.
Look at that! How could you hate this?
He's handling balls. I'm sorry, every time I watch this commentary, that's the first thing I think of at this part.
Seriously. Look at him! Look at him!
Stabbing someone or stabbing something? That's very low of you. In fact, evil. By the way, what were you stabbing anyways?
And once again, the obvious flies right over your head. That little stabbing joke was directed to the Justin Bieber fangirl because her squealing would not shut up. I mean, seriously, he did that to basically channel the audience's reaction, because I can tell you this, a good majority of us feel the exact same way.
If you were trying to stab me in the back, then my mom probably would call the police right about now, and they would arrest you. My mom wouldn't let you escape anyways.
I guess it's too much to ask for you to stop taking everything so damn seriously and literally.
Oh, sorry, it's a little habit of mine. I do that every time I hear or see something stupid or pointless.
She might have been paused a little bit. A lot of people freeze for a moment and then they jump back to reality. Oh yeah, I just did some pausing, remember?
Sorry about taking your joke there, Ryan, but that was utterly pointless.
Okay, are you just gonna have us look at that Justin Bieber poster all day? Or are you actually going to do something?
Look at that. I mean, look how perfect his hair is.
Just like how I said his age doesn't prove anything, his hair doesn't prove anything either. Stop making people change their opinions about the guy just by his looks.
Well, you know, you shouldn't even be saying that. Really, she can do whatever she wants. She can make comments like that. And it'd be her own fault if she gets herself arrested or something like that.
Regardless, she didn't bring up a good enough point.
So hot. So I hope my video proves to you that stop hating Justin Bieber. And if you do, just be quiet about it because we don't want to hear. And stop calling him.
Okay, before I finish this commentary with my final thoughts, what do you mean by we?
I think she means we the people. You know, we the people. Bring up Declaration of Independence.
And you're still getting it wrong. We the people is not in the Declaration of Independence, it's in the preamble of the U.S. Constitution. Do a Google search on the U.S. Constitution and read it for yourself.
Are you referring to yourself and Justin Bieber? If that's the case, then I thought you clearly said that Justin Bieber doesn't care if people hate him. Oh well, but anyway, overall, this video did not prove crap about why people should stop hating Justin Bieber.
How do you know? You don't even know facts. You're not even a lawyer. I'm not a lawyer either, so touche.
You do not have to be a lawyer to know that her arguments were weak and flawed. And don't yell at Ryan saying he doesn't know facts when you don't even know the difference between the Declaration of Independence, the U.S. Constitution, and the Miranda rights. I'm sorry, but for a 17-year-old who lives in America, attends school, and has the privilege of having the internet at his disposal, that is just inexcusable.
All you ever did was tell everyone how cool his looks are, how much his music rocks, and not only that, you kept calling everybody out by calling them names like fat, ugly, lesbian attention whores who are smaller than Justin Bieber, when again, you're trying to get even more attention just by making that video, and when you're just as small as the rest of them. Telling us his appearances and music doesn't mean a thing when it comes to changing the opinions of other people.
Well, I would change my own opinion on other people by just bragging. And I brag a lot. Messed up on that one. Don't comment.
For the last fucking time, stop saying don't comment.
Like when you had us look at those posters and had us listen to his music. That just wanted those people who didn't like Justin Bieber not like him even more. It was completely pointless.
Well, you know, actually, I think sometimes you could be a little bit wrong on this one. Depends on the people's opinion. You should ask the people. What do they think about her video? Huh? What do they think about her commentary?
She wasn't doing a commentary. And most people thought the exact same way as Ryan. That's why there are a lot of commentaries on this girl, and she eventually took the video down as soon as she realized that she pretty much made an ass of herself.
Hello again, YouTubers. It's Shadow the Hedgehog speaking. I'm sorry about cutting some of that part off. It was mostly because it was going over the limit of 10 minutes. And you know the limit of YouTube. Only 10 minutes. Probably just an extra 59 seconds, but just 10 minutes. No more, no less.
Considering how active you are on YouTube, I'm surprised you haven't realized that we regular users can upload 15-minute videos now. I mean, it's been that way for a good couple of months now. I mean, had you have known this, your commentary would have been shorter.
And at the end, being the fangirl you are, you really had to cross the line when you told everyone to be quiet because you can't accept the fact that many people don't like him.
Well, many people don't like him, but many people do like him. And she can tell whoever she wants to shut up.
And we can say that her arguments are weak, full of flaws, show how she made an ass of herself for the whole world to see, and we can say if we like Justin Bieber or not. Freedom of speech goes both ways, Joshua. If she has the right to voice her opinion, then so do we.
Because right now, she's in a little bit of a bad mood because people don't like Justin Bieber. Not a lot of people don't like him, but still.
In a way, that video was nothing but an excuse to make yourself look like a complete butthurt douche and act like a major internet tough girl.
Okay, now you just called her a butthurt D. Now that is just pleasant. How's it like if they called you that, huh? How would you react to that?
To quote many great commentators before me, welcome to the internet! You're going to run into insults like that all the time, and you think butthurt douche is bad? You haven't seen anything, kid.
From the very beginning, you never gave us good enough reasons to stop hating Justin Bieber. If you were to say something like, you know, you shouldn't hate Justin Bieber because sure, his music's a bit weird and he may be 16, but he has done a lot to help our society. Like, he donated half of his funds to charity. Or something like, he is a cancer survivor and now he's trying to help other children from going through the same suffering as he did. Or, you shouldn't hate him because his mother died.
Okay. One thing's for a reason. Okay? Not a lot of people care about the society, Supersonic 407. Hello?
We the people! We the people! You know, you kept screaming, we the people! And bringing up democracy and all that shit. What you were bringing up is what contributes to making society. You can't just say not a lot of people care about society, when in actuality, there are a lot of people who care for good reasons.
I'm not sure what makes society important anyways. You're gonna have... I might ask my mom on this one. Anyways. And... you shouldn't hate him because his mother died. Actually, you know, I hate to admit it, mentioning that if his mother really did die, I would feel sorry for him. Which is why I think she likes him. Because he lost someone. Probably she may have lost someone. Ugh, to me, what's to sum it up? I'm getting tired of doing this. And this is almost the end of the show. Your show, that is.
You're getting tired. Why am I not surprised? The reason why Ryan brought up examples like that was to show that those are a little stronger reasons to like Justin Bieber than, oh my god, his hair is perfect, his eyes are just so cute, his music is just so awesome. If he had done those things, or had those things actually have happened to him, people would feel some sympathy for him, or even admire him. But if you would actually wait a couple of seconds, you would have heard all of that.
If that be the case, then sure, I wouldn't like his music, but I would still show pity for him. But sadly, a person like Justin Bieber has never done anything like that, so if you were to say that, you'd be lying.
Well, she would be lying. And the penalty would be on her if she doesn't believe in Jesus. And the penalty might be on you if you don't believe in Jesus.
Will you stop throwing your religion down our throats? Not only does it not contribute anything to your commentary, but your religious beliefs do not apply to everyone, since there are many religions out there that people choose to follow.
But again, you gave horrible reasons that were left unexplained, and you had to act all tough by calling everybody out. And for that, you just made yourself look like a butthurt fangirl who just can't accept the opinions of other people when it comes to music stars like Justin Bieber.
Okay, again with the butthurt. That is so rude. If you don't have anything nice to say, don't say anything at all. I think I said that in my last commentary, didn't I?
No, this was your first commentary.
Which, of course, maybe you haven't even commented on. Well, anyways, I forgot everything else I was going to say, so continuing.
The reason why Ryan never commented on your videos was because he had no idea who you were until you decided to be arrogant and send him a private message daring him to look at your perfect commentaries and find flaws in them. And until he told some of his friends on Skype and tweeted about you, a bunch of us didn't know who you were either. And just because he accepted your YouTube friend invite a while ago does not mean that he knows who you are. I have accepted nearly 800 friend invites here on YouTube, but that doesn't mean I know who each one of them are. He's not even subscribed to you, so how the hell was he supposed to know that?
If you were to meet Justin Bieber in person and he saw your video, he would have expected better from a fan like you.
Maybe, but he may also understand how she feels about him. Maybe, some people don't like this kind of strong will. Going to that fact, or something like that. Continuing.
But I highly doubt you will ever meet him, because, well, in reality, you're as small as the rest of these, quote, haters, unquote.
So are you. So is everybody else. Do I have to go over this again? Everybody is small. In fact, she's not even smaller. We're all exactly the same size.
I know this is really nitpicky here, but are you really suggesting that a newborn baby is the same size as, say, you?
And God is...
Shut the fuck up!
You'll probably never be as big as Justin Bieber. Thus, you will never meet him in person.
Who said about it? Justin Bieber, like I said again, that we all are same small size.
Shut the fuck up!
Well, have fun continuing to scream for the guy you will never ever meet, you sad, sad fangirl.
It's not really nice to call her a sad fangirl. You should really try cheering her up and stuff.
He doesn't mean sad as in boo-hoo sad. He means sad as in pathetic.
That? Cheer her up instead of just keep pushing her until she starts weeping like a baby. Because that is so immature.
I could make a comparison between you and Ryan, but ultimately that would make me state the obvious.
Okay, are you just gonna have us look at that Justin Bieber poster all day? Or are you actually going to do something?
Your mother.
Say what?
Okay, and that ending part was really, really stupid. It's not, and
And you're giggling, so the joke must have succeeded.
Using, and it, relating to the voice to Seto Kaiba's voice from Yu-Gi-Oh!
Actually, that's from Yu-Gi-Oh! The Abridged series. It's a video series here on YouTube made by Lil Karibo just for the sole purpose of poking fun at the show.
And putting... Okay, here's one more thing. Now, let's go over the facts. Okay, so you say that she... okay, I can actually forget everything. Forgotten everything. So, going over this, I think... If you want to... Okay, and one thing. If you really want to make a commentary, at least just point out whether or not she made the flaws or not.
But he did point out her flaws. Everything he said, though, just seemed to have gone right over your head.
She may have made the flaws, but you were the one who was making the flaws most of all on your commentary.
You made one good counterpoint, but that was it. Every other point that you made, though, was a result of you mishearing, misinterpreting, and just assuming that what he was saying was bad.
In fact, everyone makes flaws. I bet you I made some flaws on that commentary, too. Seriously, I don't think you would make a good partner in Ultimate Spider 77 because of your stupid opinions.
I'm skipping the next 30 seconds here because he starts talking about wanting Ryan to finish the Halloween special for his Sprite series. Now mind you, Joshua's commentary was made a couple of weeks before Ryan decided to cancel his Sprite series, and if you want to see Joshua's reaction to it, go watch Kenshi Immortal Wolf's commentary on it.
My point is, Really, you should really know when to be nice to women. I'd be nice to my mom. She's a woman. In fact, why don't you try being more of a gentleman? Jeez. Man, how low can you go? How low can you go? And for that, I bequeath to you a boot to the head. That's right, a boot to the head. And also, I also proclaim your commentary. Quote, stupid. Now with that out of the way, now I am completely finished with my commentary on Supersonic 407's commentary. Obsessive Fangirl Strikes. Hope you like this commentary, and I hope Supersonic 407 doesn't comment on that. I'm running a little bit out of time. So, this is Shavik the Hedgehog signing off. Objection! She doesn't need to have a reason. I've always wanted to say objection. Right in the moment.
Nah, you just wanted to copy the end of Ryan's third commentary. Okay, where do I begin? Your biggest problem is that you do not pay attention. It really is a consistent problem. Because you're not paying attention, you often misinterpret what Ryan is saying, which causes any of your points that you bring up to be completely irrelevant. You flip-flop all over the place, you screw up and forget your own points, you try to sound intelligent by bringing up the government and politics, but you don't even know what you're talking about half of the time. Well, I hope you all enjoyed this commentary, because this is the last one I'm doing on this guy. I'm done doing videos on him. I'm done trying to talk some sense into him. He's just not worth the time anymore. I might as well talk to a brick wall. Now, to keep things consistent, I'm going to end with a little tune here as well. So, Sega Rally Championship, if you will do the honors.